Hello and welcome to Jeremy Kyle Show with me, Jeremy Kyle. Today's topic is King John killed my son. Number and the web address and the email should be appearing on the bottom of the screen, so please do get in touch. We really value your views. But it's time to bring our first guest on. Can we please have a big Hazley welcome for Prince Arthur's mother, Gertrude? Woo! Or should that be, Gertrude, the late Prince Arthur's mother?
Absolutely. There is no doubt in my mind that he was responsible for my son's death. His own nephew. Wait till I see him. I'll scratch his eyes out.
Well, that is very, very emotive indeed. And we'll be doing just that. We will be bringing King John out later, folks, so keep watching. So, your son, you're sure he killed him?
Absolutely. I spoke to several witnesses of the event. They all agree. Once he had Prince Arthur captured, he brought him to him in chains. And then he slew my own poor son with his own cruel hand. He stood no chance at all. My poor, poor son.
So let me get this right. She's claiming that King John killed your son while he was chained up, unarmed and helpless.
Yes. And then, once he butchered him, he was too cowardly to admit to his crime. He had two of his men dump Arthur's body in a bag, fill it with rocks and sink it at the bottom of the moat so that he could never be found. My poor son.
Wow, that is some accusation. Well, let's see if anyone's willing to stand up for the king then. Let's invite our second guest on, ladies and gents. It's time to bring out one of King John's closest advisors. Can we please put our hands together for Leroy? Well, thanks for coming on, Leroy.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here to defend King John.
Well, I mean, how do you respond to the claim put forward by Gertrude that King John killed his nephew, Prince Arthur?
Well, the thing is, you've got to understand things from King John's point of view rather than that of an emotional, snivelling woman.
Right, and what view exactly would that be?
Well, the thing is, Prince Arthur had been leading a rebellion against the king. He wanted to become king himself, and if it hadn't been for the army led by me, of course, who managed to crush Prince Arthur, Arthur would have overthrown the king, and we would now have a different king sitting on the throne.
Very brave, very brave. I can see women in the crowd swooning over your military exploits. You're basically telling us that Arthur was wrong to be fighting against John.
Well, let me put it this way. If you started fighting against your king, what does that make you?
Traitor, I suppose.
Certainly does. And what happens to traitors?
They're killed.
So you see my point.
Well, yes, I suppose I do. How would you respond then to the claim that this death was unnecessary?
Well, you see, the thing is, unfortunately, Arthur had quite a few friends in England who would try and come and rescue him from the prison when we were holding him. Therefore, we had to act swiftly to make sure that that didn't happen. It also had the extra positive effect of showing King Arthur to being the successful, strong-minded, strong-willed king that he is and that England quite clearly needs.
Well, I mean, surely though, let's be honest, putting everything else aside, there should have been some kind of trial or judicial process in this, just to see fair play.
But as I've just said, his friends would have tried and rescued him, and we couldn't have him running around the country trying to overthrow us again.
Well, I see your point. And thanks for coming on the show. But now, ladies and gents, it's time to welcome our next guest. This lady has not left her nunnery for 20 years, but she feels so strongly about King John that she has agreed to come on the show with us today. So, would you please give a big Hazley welcome to Bernadette the Nun? Well, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for inviting me, Jeremy.
So, how do you feel about King John?
Well, let me tell you, he sold his soul to the devil a long time ago.
Hang on, you're telling me that the King of England, King John, is going to hell?
I'm sure of it. What kind of man picks on the weak and helpless, fights those who will never fight back? What kind of coward is this man?
Well, that's pretty tough words. Tell us more.
I'm a nun from Canterbury. I've dedicated my life to God. Our most important job is looking after the weak and helpless. We've sworn never to use a weapon of any kind, and we certainly present no threat to the king.
Well, you certainly do a great deal of good. I mean, there's no doubt about that at all. You've done a great deal of good. I mean, no one can doubt that, surely.
John doesn't think so. He's branded us all traitors. He's kicked us out of our nunnery. We've got nowhere else to go. In a couple of days, we'll all be starving. He's even gone so far as to crush one monk with a door, slowly adding stones, causing as much pain as possible. What kind of man does that?
You're lying, you're a traitor, and if you don't wash your mouth, then I'm going to have to come in and I'm going to have to come find you. Haven't you?
Sit down, sit down. I mean, traitors plotting against King John. How can they be traitors if they have sworn never to carry a weapon?
You know, those types of questions you should be asking King John himself. Get him out here to answer your question.
Why don't we do just that? Let's invite the man behind all of this onto the stage. Can we please put our hands together for the one, the only King of England, His Royal Majesty, King John! Well, thanks for joining us, Majesty.
Oh, please, please, call me John.
Well, John, how do you respond to these claims?
Yes, what have you got to say for yourself, murderer?
You don't even know, you sit down in your place.
Murderer!
Sit yourself down.
Sit, people, sit. Sorry, John, did carry on.
Well, I'm a good king. Everyone knows I'm a good king. For example, I looked after the Jews.
The Jews.
Yeah. When I came to the throne, they were getting stick all around the country. I stood up for them.
You mean you wanted to become a sort of beacon country for looking after persecuted minorities, showing the other countries how you should look after people?
No, well, whoa. The Jews are rich. If I can stand up for them, sure. If they want to give me some money, sure.
Money.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I've got to get something in return, surely.
So how would you respond to the claim that you killed Prince Arthur?
Huh, please. So a woman has walked around the country speaking to witnesses? Ha! Who are you going to believe? King John, king of your country, or some mad old woman?
Well, I'll be honest, I mean, she had some quite good points to make.
And believe you me, my lawyers will be suing her first thing tomorrow morning.
You're absolutely right. The woman was spouting garbage. No real evidence at all, was there?
Absolutely. And that stuff about the monks? Ha! Oh, if someone's plotting against your king, what do? You stand up for yourself. I was standing up for myself as well. I can't have people trying to rise up against me. What would that lead to? Civil war, death, pillaging, the burning down the studio.
It's a valid point, King John. You've put a strong argument together. Well, that's all we've got time for. Thanks all for watching. We've been discussing King John killed my son. As I said, please do get in touch. Remember, it's your view that counts. Only you can decide whether or not King John is guilty or innocent. But thanks for watching as always. Take care and good night. So, John.
That's King John to you.
So thanks for coming.
I'm sorry.
Well, thanks for coming. So thanks for coming, Bernadette. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for reminding me, Jeremy.
How'd you... I need to remove the raccoon anyway. It's as good as times any.
John doesn't think so. He's branded us all traitors. He's kicked us out of our nunnery. In a couple of days, we'll not even have any food. We'll starve to death. He even went as far as crushing one monk with a door, slowly piling up rocks. I'm sorry. Casual.
I was wet into the moment that time.
Yeah, but I'll just do for Mike, then I cut it. Well, that's a very interesting defence you're putting forward there, and I have no idea what my next line is. It's trying to know, I can't see it. Thanks for coming, Leroy.
Absolute pleasure to be here to defend King.
Sorry, I zoomed in accidentally.
Okay, so how would you respond to the claims that you killed Prince Arthur? This is quite sweet. Right, I see your point. And thanks for coming on the show. But now, ladies and gents, it's time to welcome our next guest. This lady has not left her nunnery for 20 years, but she feels so strongly about King John that she has agreed to come on the show with us today. So, would you please give a big Hazley welcome to Bernadette the Nun? So, Bernadette.
I'm a nun from Canterbury. I've dedicated my life to God. One of our most important jobs is looking after the weak and helpless.
Keep going and cut it. Right, I see your point. And thanks for coming on the show. But now, ladies and gents, it's time to welcome our next guest. This lady has not left her nunnery for 20 years, but she feels so strongly about King John that she has agreed to come on the show with us today. So, would you please give a big Hazley welcome to Bernadette the Nun? So, Bernadette,